Hello friends, let's start with this algorithm for sorting and searching. So, without any wasting time, let's first let's first understand what do we mean by this searching, and then we further move to sorting. So, the searching means something to look up for. So, what we are looking here, we are looking for a particular element, or we are looking for particular any entity object, right? So if we are dealing with numbers, we are interested in finding the numbers. If we are dealing with any of the character, then we'll find the character. Or if we are dealing with any of the set of words, then we'll find the words. So let's take one example. Suppose we have element 1 4 6 minus 2 8 0 0 1 1 8. Let's suppose all these numbers are here. So this is my set of numbers, and we are interested in finding element which is 8. So we need to find the element 8. What we mean by that we need to find this element 8 means we have to locate our element 8 in this set of numbers. In this set of numbers, let us suppose this set of numbers represented set of numbers set of numbers. Suppose this set of numbers is represented in the form of, or is stored in this data structure called array. So we are interested in finding the index position of this element value 8. So index position is this one. We are interested in telling that the value 8 is at position 0 1 2 3 4. So fourth position. And if we go further for this is fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth position, right? So the searching depends upon how many times this element is occurring, and the searching also depends upon whether the elements of this array is stored in a sorted order or in unsorted order. So what do we mean by that? Here, if we know nothing about the order of the elements in the array, then we can't do anything better. What do we mean by that? Suppose we have elements in the sorted form. Sorted form means like 1 2 3 3 4 5 6 7, and we are interested in finding the element value 4. So we need to tell the location of this 4, which is 0 1 2 3 4. So this is the fourth position in this array where our interest element of our interest 4 is located. So this is position 4. Now what? See, suppose we are interested in finding this element value 3. So the element value is located in two location 2 and location 3. So index 2 and index 3. So that's why I am telling you the searching depends upon two factors. The factor one is number of occurrence of each element, and order of element is stored, right? So the order is also important. So in this case, if the order is sorted, so we can find this element 4 by just looking up every time the middle element. So if we starts from here, no, we will not start from here. We'll start from the middle position. So suppose this is the middle position, and the element value here is 3, and we are interested in looking for 4. Since 4 is greater than 3, we will discard this left part and we will choose this right part. So what we are doing here, we are keep on dividing our array into two half, and if the value is greater than the element which is at the middle position will look up in the other right half, and if the value of our interested element of interest is less than the middle element, we will look up in the first first half. So when we say half, it is obvious that it is 50% in the left part and 50% in the right part, almost equal to. So what do we mean by that? We are dividing our array into 1:1 ratio. Suppose someone says, no, I am interested in dividing our array in let's say 1/3:2/3 part, right? So I am interested in dividing this 2/3 part, and this is my 1/3 part, right? So what is the benefit in that? Give me a minute. So element is let's say sorted here. So I am saying I am interested in dividing these two part in 2/3 form and 1/3. So whenever we are finding any element which is in the right half and it is always 1/3, so it is more beneficial. It means we are not again looking the total 50%, we are only looking up for the 1/3 part. So in this case, even if the element is at the last position, we need not to traverse the every time the middle element. It again reduce the number of elements, so it reduce the number of element by 1/3. So the time complexity for this will be log p by p plus q, total number of element. What is p? It is the ratio is p is to q, right? So if it is the case of no, it is, yeah, it is p by q. So if it is a case of, no, this is p plus q, this is p plus q, log of p plus q. So what if it is the case of dividing this into 75% and 25%, but the element is at the first position? In this case, we are getting every time the bigger half, every time we are getting 75 bigger half, every time we are getting the bigger half. So we can't be sure that which part we will fall into in case of worst case. So better to use always this position which is in the mid, right? So we'll divide this array into 50% half in the right and 50% left in the left part, which is binary search, right? So binary search with division 50/50, right? Someone claims that I know my order of element, and I also know that it always falls in the right half. So someone says that the number of element is very large. There is a large set of data, and I know in the large set of data the element would be always at the extremum. So in that case, you need to choose the partition, you need to choose the division of this searching. Will not be 1:1, will be better if you divide in 2/3 and 1/3 part. You don't know exactly which 1/3 last part you will came to know about that, but you will divide into just 2 half by taking the smaller part in the right side, right? Now let's move to the algorithm. So the algorithm for this binary search, yeah, of course, if the element is not sorted like 1 3 5 6 7 -2 8, in this case we cannot use the middle element. Why? We don't know the property of this, we don't know the order of this array. So what we need to do, we need to traverse one by one. So we'll first look up this element, then this, then this, then this. So if we find our interested element, then we'll stop. So in worst case, it will take this n minus 1, which is O of n minus 1, which is upper bound will be big O of n. So if it is sorted, then of course we will do that binary search. So binary search reduce the time complexity in log of n time, which is obvious, less than, not equal to, it is less than, of course, this linear time as the element and this grows slower, right? Now, so this is the incremental way of finding this interested or element of interest, and this is the recursive way. So what it suggests, it says, suppose we have element array, it starts from P and it is Q. We'll first look up for this P plus Q upon 2 element. We have taken this floor function and we'll denote this by Q. So this position is Q. Suppose the element, okay, before that the element of interest, it is X. So we are looking for X and we will first check whether this X is at this position or not. If it is not at this position, we will check whether this X is greater than this value at this qth location, or if the value of X is greater than this qth location. So suppose this qth location, the value is greater than this X, this greater than X. So X will be somewhere here. So X is somewhere here, then we don't need to consider this right half array. We'll consider only this left part array, left half of array. So now our new, this is P, this is R. Sorry, this is R, P plus R by 2, and this is Q. So our new R, right end will be just before this Q. So end will be just before this Q is Q minus 1. So our new array will be an array which starts from P and end at Q minus 1, starts from P and end at Q minus 1, and we are still looking for this element X in this array A, and we'll call this again, and so on. Now suppose it is in the right half. It is in the right half. So end will not change, only the start will change. On the start will be Q plus 1. Since this qth position X was not found, so we'll move further right. So the very next element to this Q will be Q plus 1. The location is Q plus 1. So this is our start and this will be our end. And still we are looking for this element X in this array A. Now suppose we are keep doing this and we didn't found our element. In that case, how to come out of this recursive call? So what we are doing here, we are checking every time the element which is at the middle, and if it is not found, we'll go to the right or left. Now suppose you are at this position and the Q becomes R, and we didn't found this element X at this Q position. So what we will do, we'll go to the right of this, right? So it will be Q plus 1. And what is Q plus 1 in this case? R plus 1. So if we have to go to this R plus 1, and if you see this statement, what if this P is greater than R? So what is this P? P is our start position. So when we'll pass this R plus 1 here, at this point here, it will go to this, and the P becomes what? This is P. P becomes R plus 1. So this is R plus 1. R plus 1 is obvious, not greater than R. Then it will say not found, right? I hope you understand this recursive binary search.